Hey, welcome to the Good News Show with me, Marc Clarke, and a special guest today. When I was on the radio on the Big Fat Morning Show, she was the queen of Baltimore Club. She was everybody's favorite girl. She is the Paula Cambell. I'll be talking to Paula coming up next on the Good News Show with Marc Clarke.
I'm Shalonda Stokes.
Anthony Jenkins, D-Rose, Radio Raheem Devon, Mayor Brandon Scott.
LaRon Finney,
Raina and Jamie Tyler from Love and Marriage DC.
The boy with the blue beard, DJ Tons.
Governor Wes Moore, and I'm here on the Good News Show with my guy, Marc Clarke.
Only Lamar Jackson can bring the Colts back to Baltimore.
I love it.
Only Lamar Jackson.
Good news is right around the corner.
And I grew up listening to Big Fat Morning Show.
Okay. Well, see that? Now that makes it, what I love about that makes it so Baltimore.
Now here comes Marc Clarke to brighten your day. A great to start.
Hi, my name is Ashley Rock-Wiley, and I am the owner of Fleur de Vie, your boutique for all of your floral needs, and you are watching The Good News Show with Marc Clarke.
Every day I get up at 6 a.m. so I can catch the bus. It takes me an hour and a half each way. It's a long way from my house to school, but this is just the beginning of my journey. My name is Patrick Manswell. I attend Baltimore Collegiate School for Boys. I'm in the 8th grade now, but I think about college every day. It's what I'm learning here, preparing myself now for the person I'm going to be later. My school builds me up. I just got accepted to Governor's Academy. This is just the beginning. I've got a lot ahead of me.
Put your pictures away. Anything that might bring up memories of the days and the nights we spent in love. You were my favorite song. Baby, tell me why we had to turn the radio off.
And today, my guest is somebody who's one of my favorites. I always say this because I love everybody that's on the show. But Paula Cambell, you are one of my favorites. How you doing?
You're one of my favorites too, Marc.
Shake my hand. Don't be afraid. The first lady of Baltimore Club, Paula Cambell's in the building, even though you left us and now living in beautiful Atlanta or wherever you're living. Thank you for joining us on the show.
Hi. Hello.
So, Paula, look, listen, when the Big Fat Morning Show was popping back in the day, from 99 to whatever.
And it was.
Paula Cambell, I felt like you were a part of it because your music was flowing through the streets of Baltimore, on the radio. Every event had Paula Cambell as a featured star. You opened for everybody that came to town. So let's go all the way back to little Paula Cambell, little bitty Paula Cambell. When did it first start as far as the music part start?
I started singing as early as 4. I always loved to sing. It was kind of like my thing. So I remember my great-grandmother telling my mother to send me to Star Search at the age of 4.
Because you were just so had this magnetism. You're cute. You could sing. You're adorable. I love it. Just like you are now. So, okay, what side are you from?
I'm from West Baltimore.
Okay. And what high school did you go to?
I went to Douglas.
All right. And
the great Frederick Douglass.
and were you always performing and stuff in school and stuff like that?
I did every talent show, every assembly, every graduation from the time I entered kindergarten until I graduated.
I love it. In Baltimore, especially, again, during this time, so many of the acts were hitting, finding their space nationally. And I imagine you were like in the mix of a lot of the people that ended up going on, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll say this. When I went to Harlem Park Middle School, when I was in the 8th grade, David and Chi from Rough Ends used to sneak me into the talent shows in Southwestern because I wasn't old enough to do the talent show, so I could sing Mary J. Blige and Casey of Loving You is all that I want to do with them. And then we also did this talent show called the Jeter Shows. Jeter was so huge. He did all of the talent shows every other month back in the day. Myself, Mario, Drew Hill, Rough Ends, even Tammy Rivera. I think she used to dance on the talent show. So it was, it was pretty popping.
So Baltimore had a lot of opportunities for artists coming up, huh?
I don't know if it had a lot of opportunity, but it had a space for us to simply be ourselves and showcase our art.
I love it. Look at you. Look at you. So then Paula Cambell, you know, do you remember some of your live performances, your early performances?
Yeah, I remember quite a few.
What stands out?
Oh, man. I think my first talent show was an expo I did not rehearse at all. Nobody taught me about rehearsing, and I thought if I could sing, then I can sing. And I was doing, you know, my school talent shows. And I remember Katrina Kearney. She was 11. She was 11 and I was 7. I always use that. She was 11 years old, and she sang Whitney Houston, Didn't We Almost Have It All? And I sang That's What Friends Are For. And Katrina, her voice was so immaculate.
At 11?
At 11, she hit every last Whitney note.
And I bet you did too, right?
No. No, I came out, I got what they call a frog in my throat. So I was like, how do you say, that's what friends are for? I did that the entire time. But I did not walk off the stage.
That's right.
I kept going. Like, I literally
I love
that song totally through without crying.
And it was terrible, but you still pushed through.
Yes.
Because that's what little Paula Cambell does.
Yes.
And so you didn't get kicked off. They didn't boo you.
No, but I remember my teacher being in the audience like, why did I come, Miss Mickens? Why did I come here?
And see, but you went on to still be the Paula Cambell.
Yeah.
And so when did so you obviously were performing during all these times. When did Rod Lee produce your early stuff?
Well, Rod Lee produced How Does It Feel? He actually saw me audition for the Baltimore Idol.
Ah, Baltimore Idol.
Yeah.
Wow. So, it's so interesting mentioning all the people who were in this mix. I remember when the first Baltimore Idol, I met 17-year-old Maimouna Youssef back then. Isn't that crazy? And so you're bringing back all these memories because, again, all you young people were doing it. Yeah. And so, boom, you do that, you get with him, and the rest is history?
I don't know if it's history, Mark.
It's definitely Baltimore history.
It was a long road, though. The funny thing is I met Rod before the Baltimore Idol. The funny thing is I met Rod before the Baltimore Idol, and I met him at, what was the club? Like, not Corinthians, but one of those, the other one up the street from there. And I remember he had Davon on the radio and Tim Trees, and I walked up to him and I was like, what's up, my name Paula, and I sing, and you need to get me on the record, I'm trying to tell you something.
And I know Rod was his typical nonchalant self when you said that, wasn't he?
He said, all right. He gave me his number, and then I think I called him, and he played me to the left and was like, yeah, I got some stuff to do, and I stopped calling him. Then the Baltimore Idol came, and I auditioned. We only had 30 seconds to sing. They let me sing the interlude of what I was singing because I thought I could get my 30 seconds in and do real good. Now I'm Crying Again by Faith Evans. And then they let me go the whole way through the song, which my range is not that. So I was so surprised. And when I stopped, Dion Summers was the program director.
Former program director, Dion, yeah.
Yeah. Dion was like, yo, you are so amazing. We had to let you finish.
I love it.
God damn. No 30 seconds here. A full 4.5 minutes, guys.
I love it. So that relationship, and you guys put your thing together. You finally, what did it feel like when you started working with Rod Lee? Because again, when you talk about music in Baltimore during that time, I interviewed Rod. It was like he was all over the radio. Mm-hmm. What was that like? What's that process?
Rod has always been very nonchalant. So
He's the king of nonchalant.
Like he's always been so nonchalant. So I was like, all right, like come here. And he wrote a song too. How does it feel? He always hates when I tell the story, but it was a horrible song. I recorded it, and he plays it to a different beat to this day. And when I say I hate it. And after I recorded it, I was like, I can't sing that. I don't like it. I would never say those things. Like, it's not me. And he said, well, write your own song then. And I went home. I was in the shower. I was going through my breakup, and I had the beat on trying to figure it out. And I just started freestyling. And I remember jumping out of the shower like, oh, that's crazy. And I wrote it down, went to the studio, and
so this is okay, hold up now. See, I didn't know this part. This is real?
Yeah.
This is real pain.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
I got fired.
are the names real?
I always make, like, put this on the record. You can finish sexing Janika and Nikki. Janika got caught in a crossfire because she was my ex's friend and they used to talk, but he wasn't messing with her, and I'm sorry. But
what are the names again?
Janika and Nikki.
And I like it because you kind of squoze the names in. It's like,
Nikki, if you love, because I wanted to make sure I got Nikki in there because that was his baby mama.
Oh. Wow.
And that was real.
That was real?
Listen, she cool now, but she gave me he gave us the blues.
I love it, man. So, see, I didn't know this was real. So listen to the song and get all the scoop on Paula hopping out the shower and writing this damn song, which went on to be like crazy. Even now, that's still, you can play that song anytime in Baltimore. That's always going to get the same reaction. Yeah. And so what was it like hearing it on the radio for the first time?
I was angry.
Because it brought back the memories.
No. I literally got out of the shower, called Raw. He was like, okay, I'll be off at 5. Come over, record it. I went to record it, but it was just like, this is my idea. I wanted to put harmony. I wanted to change things. I heard flat notes. And I had to work the next day, and we were supposed to do it the next day. So after I got off of work the next day, he said, well, come back, to the radio station. Come back to my house so we can record it. And I got off of work. I turned on the radio because I got off at 4:30. I'm listening to 5 o'clock ride is in. That's new Paula Cambell. And I was like, what? Oh my God. I didn't want anybody to like the flat notes. So I called and I was like, you play that, you said I could come play harmonies and I could do this. And I'm yelling. He's like, just trust me. Trust me. Don't worry about it. Just trust me. I have a choice at that point. But I'm glad that he did what he did, because who knows how I would have changed it to make it better.
That had that edge to it.
Yeah, but not giving it, allowing it to be received the way that it was.
It put that Mary J. Blige funk on it. Coming up, we're going to talk about Paula's book, her latest single, coming up on The Good News Show with Marc Clarke.
I'm Shalonda Stokes.
Anthony Jenkins, D-Rose, Radio Raheem Devon, Mayor Brandon Scott.
LaRon Finney, Raina and Jamie Tyler from Love and Marriage DC.
And the boy with the blue beard.
DJ Tons.
Governor Wes Moore, and I'm here on The Good News Show with my guy, Marc Clarke.
Only Lamar Jackson can bring the Colts back to Baltimore.
I love it.
Only Lamar Jackson.
And I grew up listening to Big Fat Morning Show.
Okay. Well, see that? Now that makes it, what I love about that makes it so Baltimore. Because you don't want me to call him a legend, but
Not a legend.
Quicksilver is in the building. Bill Bellamy in the building.
Come on, Mark.
Bill the Thrill Bellamy in the building. Boy.
Just keep a positive sunny day. Keep on escalating. No, there's good news on the way.
Welcome to The Good News Show with Marc Clarke.
Good news is coming. Good news is on the way. Good news is coming. Good news is on the way. Good news is right around the corner.
Hey, sit back, relax, enjoy.
Wouldn't it be nice to have a young child to grow into a responsible adult who can control their emotions?
If someone doesn't have the childcare, you don't have the workforce, because it really does affect everyone.
When I hear the words quality childcare, I immediately think of people that will provide the care, thought leadership, and knowledge needed to help them grow and thrive in an ever-changing world. To support our childcare initiative, go to uwcm.org.
From the team that brought you Jazzy Summer Nights, Baltimore Met Gala, and Afro Creek, Chase and LaRon Finney, the curators of Culture, bring you the biggest MFing happy hour featuring DJ Supreme and DJ High Def, kicking off CIAA weekend Thursday, February 26, 6 p.m. at the Atrium, 35 Marketplace, Baltimore, Maryland. Get your tickets now at thefingroup.net.
And I grew up listening to Big Fat Morning Show.
Okay. Well, see that? Now that makes it, what I love about that makes it so Baltimore.
Here comes Marc Clarke to brighten your day, a great to start. You're just a man. I knew it all along that I was probably wrong to put you up on a pedestal. And I devised a plan to make you understand, but you don't and you never will. See, I was thinking that I would fall and the earth rotation would stall if you left, and with you, you take my last breath. And no one can save me from death, cause you were my hero, yeah. You were my everything. You were my friend in the end. You were just a man. You were my body.
We are talking to the Paula Cambell. So Paula, your album comes out. You know, let's talk about that phase. We'll get to the later phase, but
okay.
So the phase of Paula Cambell's Red Hot, album's a smash. Again, you're killing it. And then I know you ended up working with different people. You ended up working with Neo.
Yeah.
And so talk to us about that. So talk to us about the rise of Paula. So Hometown Girl is now on the radio. You're Baltimore famous for real. Yeah. And you're starting to be regionally famous, because I know DC was mixing it up in Philadelphia. And so talk to us about that stage.
Man, so How Does It Feel came, and it was a storm. Like it was huge. And then I didn't understand radio at that point. So, you know, after a while, you stop playing the record, like, you know. And so Rod was off doing some other things that he needed to do. I got fired from my job for punching my boyfriend, who I wrote How Does It Feel About at work.
What? Okay, well, you had them hands.
I told him.
So it's in the song.
But so I got fired, and I remember Rod was like, "Don't worry about it." But then he was doing other things, and I'm like, "Hey, I'm spending my savings after a while. Like, I got to take care of my daughter by myself." So did the Baltimore. What did I do? When I did the Baltimore Idol, I also met Greg Baker. And he was like, "Oh, if you ever need anything, call me." Me and Gerard Barnes, who did half of the Who Got Next album, God Rest His Soul, we drove up to New York one day, and we went to Motown. We went somewhere else that he knew somebody. And I was like, "Oh, I have this dude's card that I'm in at the Baltimore Idol. You know, you want to call him?" He was like, "Yeah, we up here." So we called him. Met Greg at the office at Sony, and he was like, "Yeah, I want to help you." He checked the BDS and was like, and then so he took it regionally. So outside of Baltimore, to have the DC play, to Jersey and Philly and New York even. So had that, but then when we put the album out, a lot of people said they loved it, but we didn't get the response that we were looking for. And kind of going through it, it was a great album, but getting to the second album, which was Caught Up. I don't know if you remember Caught Up. Mm-hmm. We did Caught Up, and we were trying to get a deal. Universal wanted to sign me, but they didn't want to kind of make everything inclusive. So we turned that down, and now we don't have a deal on the table. And finally, Sony came around, or actually Kid took me up to Sony, and the rest is history, man. I got the deal. One thing I regret about having the deal is not understanding that the same way that we worked things when we were independent is the same way that it should have been worked as a major. And I think when you've done so much work, you're like, okay, now they can do it, right?
Yeah.
That's just not how it works. And the system will try to take advantage of what you have to offer, yet and still, if you want to be the person to kind of be that breakout, you still got to put in that legwork. And I think we kind of stopped doing that. So fast forward, I get into the Compound fold with Neo and Tango, and we toured pretty much the country. What I appreciated about having my my independent background is that even when we would go to those different states, I had so much underground following that I did not know about. So people would want to book me for shows because I had an underground following. Who knew in Ohio? Who knew in Minnesota? Like, they're like, oh, Paula Cambell, well, if Neil's going to be here, Paula, can you come here? And I'm like, me? Like, so it was good to be able to like see that and ultimately understand that there is star power in everything that you do if you believe in it. So, I mean, it was a run. It was great.
I love it. And so now, Paula Cambell, you are getting ready to release another single. Yeah. You're re-releasing your book.
Yes.
So talk to us about the author side of Paula Cambell.
Man, so I wrote a memoir. I have not released the memoir yet, but I wrote a memoir, and I just wanted to get like the title of author under my belt because I love to write. I have journals literally stacked up to here on both sides. I've been journaling since I was a kid.
Perfect.
So, and I pretty much journal every day. I was trying to figure out what I want to write, and people were like, oh, you love kids, write kids books, but that's not where my heart is. So I took some psychology classes. I had gone through a breakup where I actually broke off an engagement, and it was a very depressing space. It was very dark for me in that space. So understanding more about myself and then also accepting accountability and the things that I ignored, kind of knowing that this person wasn't for me, settling, are traits that I see in so many people, not just women, but people. Mm-hmm. So when I started writing, if he wanted to be there, he would. It was a conversation to myself, but then to all of the women whose stories that I've heard, to the men that were my friends who, you know, like I say, if he wanted to be there, but he is, you know, you can replace that with or add the S at the beginning, right? Mm-hmm. If she wanted to be there, because I think good people often attract narcissistic people. Like, and we all have narcissistic traits, right? Like Frank Johnson definitely. We all have narcissistic traits to some degree, but I think when you're a giver, when you're kind, when you're forgiving, oftentimes you'll attract those people who will abuse you. But at some point you knew that you were being abused. At some point, they could have said something very easy and light, and you could say like, kind of like, oh, don't put too much food on your plate. And you know, like, it's not even just what you said. It's something in the way that you said it that says, that's a red flag that I need to get away from. Yeah. And someone may say that is like, oh, that's so small. But something in you tells you like, no, I like being around this person because they make me laugh, but this is not who I want to be with for the long term. So if he wanted to be there, he would. Is really a testament to true relationship, some research in psychology and understanding human behavior and taking accountability for the downfall of your own relationship. I love it.
And I love this part because I see you on social media. And so this side of Paula Cambell I didn't know, but now it all makes sense. You're a writer, you're a thinker. So this is interesting, you know, more than just a pretty face. And so, again, I love you. The book's been out. You're going to re-release the book. Yeah. And also the new music is going to coincide at the same time?
Yeah. So the relaunch and of the book and the single is I'm Good. Both comes out Friday, February the 13th. Okay. So, that's Friday the 13th. I had no idea.
Friday. This probably will air after that, but it's still all good.
You know, every time I've been fired from a job, it was on Friday the 13th. That's weird. Every single time.
That's very interesting.
I've been fired quite a lot.
And did all the breakups end with you punching somebody in the face? I'm not a psychiatrist,
I punched him in his mouth.
Oh, okay.
But in my defense, I grew up in a very hostile environment. And he was a very gentle person. He's one of my best friends today. Like, love that man. He's not a good boyfriend. But, so I'm cussing and yelling, and he taught me to like calm down and be more rational and things like that. So, but he was a cheater, and I remember this particular day, I didn't have a car at this point. He told me, I had to pick my daughter up though, and I got off at midnight this particular day. He got off, we worked together, and he was like, I'm not taking you to get Dominique, get somebody else. So I remember I went to the car and I took his CDs out. And it's like thousands of dollars of CDs because CDs were like $20+ at the time.
Yes.
He had one of those big cases. And then I probably keyed his car. But just a little bit. I only did like
Lord Jesus, Paula Campbell.
So I was in my 20s.
That's the excuse.
Don't judge me. I was in my 20s. But when I was getting away from the car, he said something and he called me out my name. He's never done. We were together 4 years. He's never cursed at me, yelled at me. He called me out my name. And I said, listen, you call me out my name again and I'm going to try my best to knock your teeth down your throat. And he did. And I did. And the security guard was watching on the tape and we got fired.
Wow. And so that Paula Campbell has now turned it all around and has a book. So if somebody watches like, look, that used to be me. And Paula, you've learned lessons. And this book shares those learned lessons.
Yeah.
Where can people get the book? Again, where can people get the single? Where can people follow Paula Campbell?
The book is on Amazon Friday, February the 13th. Also, the single is streaming everywhere on all streaming platforms. The single is I'm Good. The book is, if he wanted to be there, he would. You can follow me everywhere at Paula Campbell.
And again, I'm online watching you. I'm tracking you. I see you out there performing in different places in Atlanta and across the country. I see what you're doing.
Thank you.
Paula Campbell, always a joy to see you.
Too, Mark.
The Paula Campbell joining us on The Good News Show with Marc Clarke.
I'm Shalonda Stokes.
Anthony Jenkins, D-Rose, Radio Raheem Devon, Mayor Brandon Scott.
LaRon Finney, Raina and Jamie Tyler from Love and Marriage DC.
The boy with the blue beard.
DJ Tons.
Governor Wes Moore, and I'm here on The Good News Show with my guy, Marc Clarke.
Only Lamar Jackson can bring the Colts back to Baltimore.
I love it.
Only Lamar Jackson.
Good news is right around the corner.
And I grew up listening to Big Fat Morning Show.
Okay. Well, see that makes it, what I love about that makes it so Baltimore. Because you don't want me to call him a legend, but
Not a legend.
Quicksilver is in the building.
Every day I get up at 6 a.m. so I can catch the bus. It takes me an hour and a half each way. It's a long way from my house to school, but this is just the beginning of my journey. My name is Patrick Manswell. I attend Baltimore Collegiate School for Boys. I'm in the 8th grade now, but I think about college every day. It's what I'm learning here, preparing myself now for the person I'm going to be later. My school builds me up. I just got accepted to Governor's Academy. This is just the beginning. I've got a lot ahead of me.
At United Way, we help our neighbors not just get by, but get ahead. We support individuals and families, all who call the greater Baltimore area home. From helping people keep a roof over their heads and food on the table, to supporting young people and entrepreneurs, we believe in the power and the promise of our neighbors and the neighborhoods they call home. We've spent the last 100 years working with communities across greater Baltimore, and we can't wait to see what the next 100 years looks like. Together, we are united for our futures.
I'm Shalonda Stokes.
Anthony Jenkins, D-Rose, Radio Raheem Devon, Mayor Brandon Scott.
LaRon Finney, Raina and Jamie Tyler from Love and Marriage DC.
The boy with the blue beard.
DJ Tons.
Governor Wes Moore, and I'm here on The Good News Show with my guy, Marc Clarke.
Only Lamar Jackson can bring the Colts back to Baltimore.
I love it.
Only Lamar Jackson.
Good news is right around the corner.
And I grew up listening to Big Fat Morning Show.
Okay. Well, see that makes it, what I love about that makes it so Baltimore. Because you don't want me to call him a legend, but as always, thank you for watching The Good News Show with Marc Clarke. Make sure you follow us, you like us, and you tell everybody about us. Also, advertisers, future advertisers, come join us. The show is picking up momentum. We'd love to have you a part of this amazing movement. It's a Good News Show with Marc Clarke. I'll see you next week.
Governor Wes Moore, and I'm here on The Good News Show with my guy, Marc Clarke.
Only Lamar Jackson can bring the Colts back to Baltimore.
I love it.
Only Lamar Jackson.
Good news is right around the corner.
And I grew up listening to Big Fat Morning Show.
Okay. Well, see that, now that makes it, what I love about that makes it so Baltimore.